What is wrong with music right now? Stay tuned. What is up, my fam? It's your boy, Louis Torres, and please riddle me this. Why is it that these two sonsos can actually make it in music and be as popular as they are? Like, you guys have to understand that they don't even have a song. They don't have music. They have a tune, and that's it. That's it. Island Boys, are you serious right now? Like, why is it that you can have an entire band where they have gone ahead and worked their tails off to buy a guitar, learn how to use that guitar, that bass, the drum kit, take vocal lessons, and go out of their way to find people that they get along, well, let's just say find people to start a band, and then figure out a way to stay together, right? Because, you know, a big part of being in a band is getting along. Great. And if that doesn't happen, you got to shift things around until you finally have your group. Then you write music. Then you spend money on recording and, you know, everything else that comes along with it, you know, from traveling to do shows. And then you have these two ding-dongs who, again, just have a tune. It's not even a catchy tune. They don't even know what their beat is. They don't have a beat. And in fact, real musicians and artists who can produce have literally taken their words and made a better composition than these two ever have. And yet, these guys are hired to do appearances at different venues. Yo, they don't even do anything, and they get paid tens of thousands of dollars. The reason why I'm making this video is because I was really upset just seeing these two nerds walking out of their house into a garage, or through their kitchen into a garage where there's a brand new Mercedes AMG, and I forgot what the AMG is called. It's the one with the rounded back and the long front end. Is it the GT? AMG GT? I'll put a photo of what it looks like here. And, yo, like, that's a car that's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, just to give you an idea, where I live, there is a huge dealership that's owned by a family called the Lia family, L-I-A. They own tons of dealerships. They own the Toyota dealership, the Honda dealership. Like, dude, this whole family are just loaded. You can see them on any given day at the racetrack in Saratoga Springs. And imagine, here's the Saratoga race course. Their number one sponsor is Lia Infinity. So when I've had my Infinities, I bought them from the Lia family. These guys, the father rolls up in a brand spanking new 350,000 Rolls Royce. The kids show up in rare Lamborghinis. One of the sons has that. There's that Mercedes AMG GT, but there's a rare version of it where it's like race ready with a giant, you know, spoiler kit in the back. So these are the cars that these guys drive. Yo, they've been in business for decades, and they sell fucking cars, you know? So there's something to be said when here's this one family, and they're driving this car, and then here are these two little 20-year-old ding-dongs who, you know, make the claim that they're musicians and they're in music, and, you know, they literally roll around with stacks, and I'm talking about stacks each, and it's just like, what is wrong with music that people like these two make it. And listen, of course it's going to be short term. It's going to, they're like the mini Vanillis, right? They're going to be around for a few years. Eventually they'll go by the wayside and no one will remember who the heck they are in 10 years. Or they'll remember them and it'll be photos of the two of them just fat. They've each gained, right now they weigh like 100 pounds wet. Years from now, there'll be 350 pounds each. So I'm just saying that I just think that there's something terribly wrong with society, with clubs, with venues, where they would rather spend money on these momos than to spend money on an up-and-coming artist. I get that. I get that people will go to a venue if they hear that they're going to be there, just so they can poke fun of them, so they can post a photo with the two of them, whether they like them or they're just poking fun. But ultimately, there's something broken. Bro, there's something broken. Someone took music and took a hammer and just shattered the heck out of music. Think of how music was in the 50s. You had Elvis in the 60s with the Beatles, in the 70s with Black Sabbath, and, all of these bands that, then all of a sudden music kind of blossomed with all these different genres of music, but there was still, music, regardless of whether you listen to Metallica or listen to early rap or country music. There were these markets and society valued them. And it wasn't looked on like some big joke. And I think that's kind of the sad part. Even people like Kanye West, he's kind of like a joke now. It's just, dude, oh my God, how does it ever get fixed from here? Is it just broken and it's just perpetually broken and it just, in fact, it'll just get shattered even more? And your guess is as good as mine. I may be a little older than you guys, but at least I remember when things were actually good, when you can go see Metallica in 1990, was it 90? In Madison Square Garden with tens of thousands of people screaming, not one single phone out, not one single camera. Like, people are there to get entertained, and I think technology has made things clownish, along with the fact that you watch TV and all these reality TV shows, they're all about the clowning it. It's just a bunch of clowns trying to out-clown each other and be strategic in their clowning so they can win as top clown and, unfortunately, walk away with $1 million. So, clowning, fucking takes you there, apparently. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Thank you for being great subscribers. And, I'm kind of realizing that not every episode needs to be about an amplifier or a guitar. Sometimes it has to be about what's going on out there right now. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching, taking the time to watch this crazy guy. And as usual, I'll talk to you soon.